Alright guys, so I hope you're doing fine as always. In today's video we will give a little update about the swing trades, about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, if the projections have changed, if my targets have changed. And at the end of the video we can look at a few other swing trades that I'm building right now. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So we're here on Bitcoin on the daily chart. First of all, let's compare to the M2 again. What do we see? M2 is still making new highs. We do see that Bitcoin depegged a little bit from the M2, but the general sense seems still upwards. So I'm not too worried about it. We can clearly see we're still trending upwards. Do I think we will reach this 160k projection from the M2 this cycle? Not really, but nevertheless it's in the charts based on the M2. If we then zoom in a bit, still on the daily, and we activate our vector candles, do we see we still have vectors here at this 100 to 104k zone, and all the way down here in this 90 zone. We could say a bearish case scenario, they go into these vector candles. It's always good to be aware of a bearish case scenario. I have one charted out here with a potential harmonic pattern, potential sharky or shark pattern, which will be valid if Bitcoin hits within this 104.5k range to actually all the way to 94k. But this is quite an interesting zone. It's a bearish case scenario. I don't personally want to see Bitcoin go there. I don't expect it to go there yet. Maybe a quick sweep of this low, but as you can see, that's already a 8 to 9k drop. So not really something I'm wanting to see. I want to see a continuation up here, but nevertheless, it's always good to have the bearish case scenarios in mind that we can anticipate in case they do play out. Then regarding my swing trade from Bitcoin, really not a lot have changed. My entry is still here at this 54k range. My next TP zone is still this 125k zone. I took TP here on 120k already. From there on, I'm just taking it in brackets of 5k. So 125, 130, 135, 140. I might leave a tiny bit, but I pretty much want to be fully out at 140 at maximum. Maybe a little moonback, but it will be peanuts compared to the rest of the trade. So I do still believe that Bitcoin will make these moves up into the 130 to 140k zone. Nothing has changed there. So if we then look at Ethereum, you can see quite a strong uptrend. You could almost say parabolic. I'm also here on the daily time frame. Vector-wise, really not a lot of vectors left on the daily, besides all the way down here at 3.3k to the 2.8k zone. Potential liquidity sweep. Here is possible, sweeping the 4k level again. Retesting this previous resistance, wouldn't be that crazy to see. Of course I don't want it to see, I want a continuation up, as we already retested this previous high here. If we look on the weekly, we can also see that Ethereum now has swept the all-time high. So it did create a new all-time high on Ethereum, had a bit of a retrace, which is quite normal after taking an all-time high. So Ethereum really looks quite strong. I'm back on the daily. Again here we have a potential bearish case scenario charted out, which I don't feel yet, or I don't see happening yet. It's also a bearish shark, or a bullish shark harmonic pattern better, heading into this 3800 zone, and the fair value gap, but I'm not quite feeling it. Just have it chart out in case we go there. I know these are potential reaction zones, but personally I want to see the nice continuation up for Ethereum here. Then regarding my swing trade for Ethereum, entry hasn't changed, still this 2238 level. I did get my TP1 here at 4111. My TP2 now got hit as well at this all-time high at 4878. I still have this trade open, but I'm not 100% sure where I want my TP3 to be and potential TP4. So to calculate my next Ethereum TP, I did some number crunching in Excel. I did calculate what Ethereum price would be at certain market caps of Bitcoin compared to which price Bitcoin will be hitting. So let's say Bitcoin hits 140k and Ethereum hits a market cap of 35% of Bitcoin, then we're looking at an 8,044 USDT for Ethereum. I personally don't think it will go this high. I'm also looking at the 6,400 to 6,900 zone personally. But I will more than likely also be taking some TPs at 5,000 and 5,500 zones. I also did pour this in a graph. Feel free to take a screenshot if needed. So for Solana, we can see we finally broke the 250 USDT again for Solana. We do still have our swing trades going here as well, based on our harmonic patterns with the entry at 166.56. Major TP will be this 273 level, which hopefully we'll be hitting soon, and a little moon back to the 419.5 zone. Not a lot to say about Solana, nothing changed. Going up quite nicely. Love to see its targets still stay the same, no updates there. Then XRP. XRP just doing its own thing as always. I still have this zone charted out from last video, I think, or one of the live streams, I don't remember, where we are looking for a retest of this high into this vector candle right there. We did tap into it, but not quite yet. We are making some type of triangle right here, it seems like, but I'm usually not the biggest fan of these triangles and wedges, etc. I don't really look at them too much, just in case you do. It seems to be consolidating soon. You could say it's making lower highs, lower lows, with here a potential lower high again, to make a new potential lower low here into this vector candle, to then take off. Who knows, XRP always does its own thing. Doesn't mean I'm not bullish on XRP. As shown in last video, I still have my swing trade for XRP as well. My entry here at this 0.5 level. I did take TP at $3. I took at 3.5. Next target is 4, 4.5, and just in brackets of 0.5 USDT. My end goal for XRP this cycle, I'd love to see it between 5 and 7 bucks. Might be quite ambitious, that's why I'm taking it in brackets of 0.5 here. So these are the coins that we discussed in last video. Since then we did make a few more swing trades, or are building a few more swing trades, like we discussed in the live streams on Discord, with that being SUI. So I'm building along here on SUI with some targets at 5.3, 6, 6.3, 6.8. Also based on this harmonic. It would be nice to get a few more extra entries, but it is what it is. Can't force the market. In case we do drop below the sea level, this pattern will be invalidated and I want to get out though. Then we'll probably look for re-entry. either right after our stop loss or below this A level. But for that to happen, Bitcoin needs to go down quite a lot, I'm quite sure. We need to have some bad news. We don't have influence on that, it is what it is. Same thing for SEI, which we also discussed into the live streams on Discord. Another potential butterfly here, with targets of sweeping this week into the red Victor candle. Of course, all of these trades are my own setups. You shouldn't just blindly copy me. Do your own research. It's not financial advice, of course, so. And most importantly, have clean risk management. Only you can decide your own risk management. Only you can decide where you enter the market. Don't just blindly copy anyone you see online. Then we have AVAX. I'm also building along on AVAX with my first TP was here at $30, which got perfectly hit into this Victor candle. My next TP is this 36.165, which we nearly or just barely missed. But I have no doubt we will be moving back into it. We might see some local retraces, but I don't care too much. Other TPs I have set for AVAX are 41.926, 45.50, and just 50 itself. I do expect AVAX to move up quite nicely, even potentially take out these highs, who knows. But it looks like it's bottoming out and making some type of curve here with a breakout, so AVAX looks quite strong. Last but not least, I want to also show LiteCoin, as this is still one of the OG coins. We did take the loss here on this potential 11-hour setup that we had. It looked quite nice, but market went down. It is what it is. I'm starting to build a long position here as well, which I don't have marked out on the chart, but plan stays the same. I'm building along here with my TP or first TP again at this 134.23 level, as I still expect LiteCoin to also start pumping up and sweeping the highs again. So that was in a nutshell, small update about the major coins, about my swing positions. As said, we usually discuss these positions in the live streams on Friday on the Discord server, so if you have any questions about my positions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section or ask it during the live streams on Friday. So that was everything for this video. As I just said, if there are any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comment section or on the Discord server, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, see ya, bye bye.